Welcome to part 4 of the Charlie Show, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to begin speaking of my next topic, which is pretty much the gay community, racism, femme/masculine, transgender issues, bisexual, closeted guys. I have a few examples of that, and also I have a guest on the phone, my friend Elizabeth. And hold on just a sec. Elizabeth, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, say hello.
Oh.
Hopefully you guys will be able to hear her, because I wanted to actually ask her a few questions about some of the topics that I have to discuss here tonight on the Charlie Show. Now, I want to say, as a reminder, that, this is what I said at the beginning of the show, that if you have any issues with this, or any, you're annoyed by it or whatever, I can't say that I really care, because this is venting hour. Elizabeth, can you hear me at all? Can you hear me talk at all?
Well, there.
Okay, some parts you might not be able to hear me because, I have to, whatevs, but I'll just put you on speaker when it's time to put you on speaker. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the racism in the gay community, which stems from insulting transgender folk, drag queens, whatever, insulting feminine/masculine guys, or basically feminine guys, because to me, and as I have said on many of some of the videos that I have done, I just don't get it. Why is it that every single time a masculine guy meets a gay guy, or it says it in his profile, it's always like, I want masculine only. It's like, what is so horrible about feminine guys? What is it? Because you're uncomfortable about being in public with a feminine guy or something? It's like, as far as I'm concerned, every gay guy has a feminine side to him. I mean, yes, there are some gay guys that are way extreme. I mean, even myself, I'm a drag queen. But I don't think that I am that bad. It just seems to me like it's almost an embarrassment thing. It's like they don't want to be seen by feminine guys or something. It's like they have no room to talk because they are normally seen with a dick in their mouth, or a dick in someone's butt, or something like that. So it's like that makes them just as feminine as anybody else. Elizabeth, do you have any comments about this?
About their own self-acceptance.
Their what?
Their own self-acceptance.
Their own self-expectance?
Acceptance.
Acceptance, okay. You think that's one of the reasons why they bash feminine dudes so much?
Yeah, because they want to get away and they want to define their own identity.
And if you guys did not understand what Elizabeth said, she basically said that they want to, they're trying to identify their own identity, correct?
Correct.
And a lot of people may disagree with this, but it's like, that's how I look at it. It's like, why would they be so judgmental towards femme dudes if they didn't feel that way?
I think because they're afraid of the stereotypes and they don't want to be treated like you're treated.
Elizabeth just said that basically they have a fear of being treated like the stereotypes. So basically, like I would be treated or something. I totally agree with that statement.
Even though it's a self-perpetuating cycle, so they're the ones that are treating other people that bad.
Yes, a perpetuating cycle of others being treated that bad. Is that what you said, Elizabeth?
Yes.
And I think it's just absolutely terrible. So, let's talk about the issue of, hold on, I gotta put the camera up to my face so nobody can see me. Oh, yeah. Really? Okay, hold on. I got a text. Okay, so, is there anything else that you wanted to say about that specific part of the gay community?
No, not really.
Okay. So, I guess, the next part I wanted to really discuss was the whole racism part. I've noticed that a lot of times when I go online, I see a lot of profiles that say Latinos and whites only. And it's like, really? I even see that from some black people. I see that saying that they're only into whites or Hispanics or whatever. And it's like, why? I see more racism in the gay community than I do anywhere else. Do you believe or agree with me on that, Elizabeth? Or what's your opinion on that?
That's a very, very deep issue where people don't love themselves, or it has a lot to do with society as a whole, though. I wouldn't limit that to just the gay community.
Yeah.
People don't like themselves, so they're told by everything, media, by the music they watch, the music they listen to, that they're wanted or not pretty or attractive or something.
And for those of you who may not have been able to understand what Elizabeth says, because my phone does suck, um, basically she's saying that it is possibly a lot of like media and self dislike towards a person. They may not like themselves, so because they don't like themselves, that's what their preference is, and they like to cover up their racism and all that by saying this is my preference. My preference is to have only a Latino or a white guy because they don't like themselves, perhaps. And of course, there's been perfect examples of that in the past. Do you agree, Elizabeth? We can't say on camera, but yes.
Many.
And it's terrible, but that's how people look at it, like, and it's horrible, I think. Or some of those people who say, well, I'm not sexually interested in a type, but I'll still hang out or something like that. It's like what what is the big difference of having sex with a black or a white person? Like, really?
I don't know.
So, what kind of comments would you say about, like, how would you say the transgender community gets treated in the whole GBLT thing or whatever?
Usually we're ignored, marginalized, and silenced. And our agenda has been hijacked by others who try to self-impose their
Morals?
huh?
Morals, maybe?
Morals. What about morals?
Like um, what they look at as man or woman or whatever.
That has a lot to do with society and the idea of gender.
Well, it's like the person who was formerly finished, and we know him as him. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. Had the nerve to say, bring the whole God thing into it, saying that, you know, women are women, men are men, and it's like, well, you know what? Who are you to say anything like that? Like, really? It's like you don't know how that person's feeling or how they should feel or why they feel this way or blah blah blah. So you have no right to pass any judgment towards them. It's like everyone's got a different God.
Well, I mean, there's that. It's just people. I don't know. People are just.
So do you think that a lot of like the lesbian and gay, even bisexual population really pays attention to the transgendered population? Or do you think they outcast them or something?
Yeah, we're ignored. We're usually outcasted. Our issues aren't as important as the issues.
And it is crazy. It's like there's more judgment and racism in the gay community than I have seen anywhere else, which is horrible. Now, I just want to say to my subscribers and friends here on the page that's watching this, I'm sorry if it is difficult to hear Elizabeth, because I am on a speakerphone and my phone does suck. But basically, Elizabeth has a lot of good opinions on these topics, just as I do. And I just think that there's just a lot of issues that is in the gay community that where it could easily be taken away. Just no. People are just so stupid and sick-minded and closed-minded. Of course, there's a lot more that I want to say about this topic, but I'm actually reaching the 15-minute mark here, Elizabeth, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part 4, and tomorrow I'm going to continue more talk about this subject, and also we're going to talk about some other subjects here on The Charlie Show. So if you have not seen parts 1 through 3, check those out, leave your comments, let me know what you think about it. I understand if some people don't agree or are disappointed or whatever the case may be, but this is real talk, so no comment. But anyway, thank you, Elizabeth, for being our on the phone guest here, and I will see you guys all tomorrow, probably sometime in the morning before I go to work. So talk to you soon, and bye bye.